This is the Meir. This is another area of major intervention for Renew. What we want to do in Meir is, it was originally built as a council housing estate. But obviously a lot of that tenure has changed through right to buy, etc. But what we recognise in Meir, it's an area of housing weakness. There's predominantly one type of property and one type of tenure, which is council. And we need to change, as Renew, we need to change some of that mix so Meir has a long-term future. What we want to do here in the Meir, we want to make Meir the square where we are, sort of the centre of community. So behind us we've got a community facility that we've created. But what we also want to do is we want to create a new gateway into Meir, and that will be down through Woodville Road, down into the square. This is our phase 1 redevelopment area in front of us. The block of houses that are up in the corner there, we're still a number of residents still living in those that we need to rehouse, but eventually they'll be knocked down and cleared for redevelopment. And what we'd like to do in terms of our overall plans is off through the square. So if you come down through Woodville Road into the square, and then you travel out of the square into a completely brand new redeveloped area of new housing that leads you then into Brookwood Drive, and then beyond into Brookwood Drive you have access to places like the Children's Centre or the Crescent Primary School. So that will be new development, so it's clearance of existing housing, new development with a private sector developer partner that will build houses both for sale, but again there'll be houses for shared ownership, and a limited number for rent, because obviously there's already a lot of properties that exist for rent within the estate. In terms of all the projects, what we'll look for is that we'll put some initial investment in. We've put some sort of £4 or £5 million into the Meir in terms of investment. But what we also look for in terms of the new development, a lot of the investment comes from the private sector as well. Behind us we've got the 4 properties that we've acquired and now refurbishing to a very high standard to create an image along Woodville Road into our new development site. So these 4 properties, we'll have one available as a show house so people can see what you can actually do with the properties, and then the rest will be available for sale either through shared ownership, outright sale, or even home swap if there's someone in the clearance area wants to swap and move into one of these properties.